go. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Carter on 1st and 10. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Carter flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 9 now. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. 59. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Now Carter on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Andy Janovich, 76 yards as they have taken the lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
We go. 50 plant. Up to me, go. Watch that.
Here's Carter throwing on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Carter. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Ready. 10-2 soft. You ain't got nothing. Back.
Carter now on 1st and 10. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
30 base.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Carter. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? And Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Hey, let's go.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw is Carter. Off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could...
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Yeah, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right there. Check 30. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the Eagles who come away with the home victory. 28-6 was a one-sided final. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. 35-6, the final score. A rout. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. 24-16 was how that one finished. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Cortland Sutton, 78 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first...
Ready, set.
59. Mike's 59. Blue Dan. Check safety.
Off the play fake. Carter slings this deep for McLaurin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Carter completes it to Fant on the right side. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Carter. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Now Carter on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdowns.
Ready to break.
Check. 59. Let's go, D.
Let's go.
Here's Carter throwing on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go option to the right. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On the counter, Lindsey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah.
We go. 18 Gators.
Go, tackle, let's go. We got this. We got this.
2.
On first down, it's Lindsey. Oh, refusing to go down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 and a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
50, play.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting.
And they stopped him behind.
He wasn't ready.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.